In the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brady to throw on second down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, here's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. If he's got
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. He was looking for Gronk that time. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, it's long. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Off of play action. Luck out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Grant, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Brady going to throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Well, Charles, the Indianapolis Colts, you remember this year they started 1-5. That was back on October 14th. That was their record. And then you look up after Week 15, that 23-0 win over. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 30 yards, and the Colts add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when they try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So the Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Brady now on first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great...
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
By 20! By 20!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on... Second and 10.
By 20! 390!
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Brady now to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Brady again. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Now Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Go, go, go! 5, 6, 7, 5!
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, Locke. Flushed out right. Got some room at the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
5, 6, 7, 5.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Escaping the press. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown. Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition.
The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back here right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this 1st half of action. The give is to Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Brady going for the deep ball. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now Brady. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And another timeout taken by the Colts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Chester Rogers deep for Indianapolis. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big.
It got his man complete. The 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Here's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
3 down, 3 down.
Blocked. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you across town to our studios here, we now proceed to the start of the second half. second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. A shotgun snap for Luck. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Check out.
Now a first down throw. Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Luck going to keep it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. 674.
On the carry, it's Wilkins. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense has come up with it.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 36 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Caught left side by Hilton. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Love. Throws a quick hitter on the slant, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Dancing to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Locke. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Luck now to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Luck. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe, because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
White 20! White 20! White 20!
On play action, now Brady. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. That's just his second. Catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Four down, check. White 20! White 20!
A give to Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey. 4 down. Blue 20! Green 80!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
20.
From the gun, it's Brady. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
20. 20.
Now Brady got to have this one. And Allen's got it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
20. 20.
Bell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Now Bell. And he will have a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Madden Elites cut into that lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Luck on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A.J. Boye with a pick. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Madden Elites offense coming back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brady, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Let's
So
go.
it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Play set. 390.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And this will be a touchdown. Julio Jones, 46 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 81 yards. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Hines. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it with Mack. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Luck. Oh, no, he lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald's got it right side. Give him 30 yards there. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Wait, we got!
They'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And no, it's incomplete. So that hits the ground with only 4 seconds remaining. And this should be the last play. One more shot. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final try now for Brady. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.